Hey, Aries, you are my final zodiac sign for the month of November. Your card says, remain sensitive to others to avoid confrontation. I know that all too well, Aries. I am an Aries sun myself. So I've written down some themes for the month. We're going to see what your overall theme for the month of November leading into December is for you. This is definitely for me. Take a nap. Take a nap, Aries. You're doing too much. We always do too much because we got that fiery spirit, that fiery energy. We just want to get shit done and get it done yesterday, not today or 3 weeks from now. I hear that. I hear that, Aries. Okay. I'm going to shuffle your oracle cards as I continue talking before we get into your full messages, Aries. So, as I am just filming your video in the second week of November, the energies that we speak about could be energies that you started to feel in the beginning of November, or they could be energies that are coming into play in the days and weeks following you viewing these messages, going into mid-December. But whenever you view these messages, know that they will pertain to the next 4 weeks. Okay. I've been only taking one card, but we'll take both of those. Why not? You can get a bonus. During this time, we are still in the energy of the full moon in Taurus eclipse that just happened a day ago after my filming of this and will last for a few weeks following that lunar eclipse time. We're also in the midst of a Mars retrograde. So Aries, there's a lot going on for us. Mars retrograde is going to affect us very greatly because that is our ruling planet. Mars retrograde is a time where things may seem to stall. Things may seem like they are not moving forward. And Aries, we are not good with dealing with that. We can get so impatient. So just, we want things now. I'm still learning to deal with that myself. But it could be especially hard to remain patient during this Mars retrograde. And Mars will stay retrograde into January of 2023. So try to take some deep breaths. Take a nap if you're getting too anxious, too fed up with things, right? Feeling a little bit too tired. Take that nap. You know, tell yourself that serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Make that your moving mantra, because there's going to be lots of things that you want to change that you cannot. You just have to let the universe play out. Just have to let it play out. Do its thing. Also, during this time of Mars retrograde, things seem to slow down to give us an opportunity to reevaluate, to find fresh perspectives, new perspectives on what we're doing, why we are doing it, and how we are doing it. There could be things that you're trying to make happen in your life that just really are not moving. This might be a time where you have to sit down, take a little break out, and come up with a new way to make it happen for yourself. This is also a time where confidence can be shaken a bit. This Mars retrograde can make us a bit indecisive. And Aries, we probably need that because, you know, we're always running headfirst into things and asking questions later, right? Now is a time to really come up with a practical plan to look at what it is that we want to accomplish and to really sit down and come up with a game plan, not just flying by the seat of our pants. I'm definitely talking to myself during this message. Okay, I have your oracle cards. Let's see what they say. Ooh, you have fertility card 29, my favorite number. This also just came up in Cancer's reading, so you might be interested in watching those messages. Next, we have Go the Distance, card 47. After that, you have the Divine Matrix, Interconnectedness, Synchronicity, Coincidence. Oh, it says Go-incidences. Not co, it says Go-incidences. We're going to have to read that one. I don't know what that's about. Next, you have My Best Self. This wanted to show itself in reverse. It says, I trust that when I'm doing what's best for me and being the happiest version of myself, the right sorts of relationships will appear in my life. That means I can let go of all of my worries about the future, knowing that my only job is to be happy in this moment, while simultaneously attaining a cosmic level of enlightened awareness and total psychological self-actualization. In reverse. That makes lots of sense. And then next you have, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Look at us showing up, showing out in our own reading. But this also wanted to show itself in reverse, which sucks. But we're gonna get into that. Not that it sucks. I'm just very impatient. And then your last one says your dreams need a practical plan. I was just talking about that practicality. Full moon in Taurus. You might also be interested in watching the Taurus video. So, Aries, over these next 4 weeks, first, let's read this card. I've never seen it before. The Divine Matrix. It says, your message. You are in alignment with the oneness of life and the inner workings of the universe. You are part of something great. That means that you are greatness expressing itself. Not one thing in your life has happened by chance. Even when you felt that things have been against you, a process has been unfolding, helping you understand your connectedness to all things. So there's no need to feel insignificant or lonely. It's also important to remember that the universe is always working in your favor and for your highest good. You may have felt lost, but know that nothing is ever lost, for we're all held in the heart of Source, and love is our connection to all things. This might be a time over these next 4 weeks where you may feel a bit lonely. You may also be interested in watching the Leo video, but you may feel lonely. You may feel like all you do is work, or all you do is, there's a bug. All you do is work. It just feels lonely. And I'm sorry for that, Aries. We all go through it. It's a part of the plan, like that card is saying. It's a part, that loneliness is what gives us the tools we need, the wisdom that we need in order to go the distance, to make whatever happen for ourselves that we need to make happen. The watermelon card here, this fertility card, speaks about reaping what you sow. So I feel like this is an especially important time for us Aries to really focus on what we're putting out. Are we, like this says, are we remaining sensitive to others to avoid confrontation? Are we looking at the interconnectedness and how we're all connected and seeing ourselves and all the people that we come up against? I know this is something that I have a hard time with, especially at work when I'm getting very annoyed and frustrated with people, because I'm just like, why can't you get this stuff done? Why do I have to keep telling you the same thing over and over and over? But I also have to remind myself that I was at that beginning stage at some point too, that some people might take a little bit longer to learn something, to pick something up, and that's okay. This could even have to do with children, if you have children. Let's read this watermelon card for you. It says, the nurture of elements around you is highlighted, and watermelon energy shows that you will reap what you have sown. The wisdom of nature is at the forefront, and answers, discoveries, and inspiration will be found there for you. So make time to be in nature. Plan well, stick with things, and look after those around you. Challenges may be a failure to connect with others and inauthenticity. You're being called to really be yourself during this time, to let who you are as a person shine through, not try to fit into a mold or be what you think other people want you to be. And the reason why you may be feeling a bit lonely during this time is because you're having a failure connecting with others. And I feel like this is the lesson for us during this time, Aries, is learning how to connect with others, how to not feel so separate. You know, we're the first sign in the zodiac. We are the innovators. We are the ones who, we are the innovators. That's really what it comes down to. We're usually the first ones to start something, and then people follow after. And you might be starting something yourself during this time. You might be the one doing some sort of innovation during this time, Aries. And that's why it could also feel lonely. Like you choosing to be your authentic self. Let's say that you are a spiritual person and you are like wanting to, I don't know, preach peace and balance and authenticity, right? But it's hard to do that when other people around you are always like in a huff about something, or always letting what's ever happening in their life affect them, you know, affect their mood, affect how they show up in the world. It could be like you're really into crystals and no one around you is into crystals, or you're really into astrology and no one around you is into astrology, but you see the magic in it, you see the divinity in it. This could be you have an idea at work, but no one else sees your vision yet, and it can make you feel lonely. You're being called to not give up, to go the distance. You're being called to not give up during this time. That's, you know, really keep that in your mind. There's something that you want to take action on, but now it's not the time. Keep formulating your plan. That practical plan. Keep formulating your plan. Keep thinking about it before, so that you are ready to put it into play when it is time. This Go the Distance card says, your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but enduring prosperity. This is the time to think long-term and engage in continued action. You will experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. Those are like, that's like pouring gasoline on a fire for an Aries. Slow and steady movement forward. Right? But no, remain patient during this time, remain calm, and you'll see the fruits of your labor pay off. Your efforts, ideas, and hard work now can lead to greater riches than you can imagine. Stoke the fire so that an uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all the phases of manifestation. Be assured that you are in the right place right now. And I think that last line is the most important line for you, Aries. Be assured that you are in the right place right now. Things are happening as divinely orchestrated, as this card was saying, for a reason. It's all happening in due time. All that you can do in this moment, over these 4 weeks, whatever it is to make sure that you are not giving way to low vibe energies, negative thinking. Stay positive. Find something to be happy for in every moment. Even if you are in a situation where it just sucks, it drains your energy, which is why you probably need to take a nap. Focus on something that you have to be grateful for. Push through this time, because you pushing through your bottom of the deck energy here. Actually, you have 2 bottom of the deck energies here talking about luck. Luck is on your side. Your moon is Sagittarius. You might be interested in watching that Sagittarius reading. And luck. What is that sign? 31. Sorry, I just wanted to see what this sign is, because there might be messages in that reading for you as well. Capricorn. You might also be interested in watching the Capricorn reading. But you persevering right now, staying patient, treating people the way you want to be treated, seeing the divinity in all people and all things, avoiding confrontation, is going to lead you to something great after these next four weeks. But you have to go the distance. You have to stay the course. Okay, Aries, I'm going to pull out some tarot cards for your main energy for each week. As I said, since we're already well into that 2nd week of November, this first card might be energies that you've already been feeling in November, or they could be energies that come up the week following you viewing these messages going into mid-December. So let's get one card for Aries for their first week, please, Spirit. This 29 here reduces to an 11. That lets me know that you're starting something new. You're starting off on a new journey. You might be seeing 11, 111, 1111, and that's signs from the universe that you are on the right track, that you're headed in the right direction. Things are ripening for you. This is a time where you're not going to see a whole bunch of action, more than likely. You're not going to see a whole bunch of progress in some area of your life. That's because things are continuing to ripen, and you have to give them time to do so. Oh, and look, 47 here also reduces to an 11. 1111. I feel like for many of us, Aries, we're being called to really start this new phase in our lives, in our journeys, where we are more patient, where we can flow, where we don't have to rush things, where we don't quit immediately because we're not seeing the results that we want. Not saying that we always quit at things, but we may have a tendency to quit before the manifestation comes into play because we are impatient and we feel that it's taking too damn long. Don't do that this time. You're being called to stay the course, go the distance. All right, one card for that first week for Aries, please. one card, please, Spirit. I feel like, Aries, this is a time where you are coming in more into balance with yourself, with that 2 there. And the 9 is letting me know that it is the end of a chapter. That once you learn this lesson of staying patient, controlling your temper, controlling your emotions, not letting that fiery nature get the better of you and pick fights where there don't need to be fights, or not remaining sensitive to other people. You're going to learn this lesson, and you won't have to learn it again, because you will have already learned it. And that will be a piece of yourself that you collect along the way. And this 47 is also telling me that this is going to bring so much stability to you, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, in the long run. And that's what you have to look forward to if you stay the course and go the distance with this. I feel like you're in a phase of your life right now where you may be wanting to jump ship, so to speak. Leave a job, leave a relationship, just give up on putting effort into something. But you're really being called to not do that, because you're learning a major core soul lesson during this time. And that lesson is going to take you so far in life. Your first card out for that first week is the 7 of Swords. This is how are you deceiving yourself? This might be in that first week where you are feeling impatient, where you are telling yourself that something's not working out in your favor, where you're not remaining sensitive to others and thinking negative thoughts about other people instead of staying in that peaceful, calm energy. This could be you telling yourself that other people are saying things or thinking things about you that you have no proof that they are thinking or saying. You're being called to control that energy, to not deceive yourself during this time. This fox here makes me think of another oracle deck that I have. And the fox spirit on it talks about doing secret favors for others. So I feel like if you are in a place where you are having these thoughts about someone or something in your life, especially if it's a person, try to do a secret favor for them. Get yourself out of that energy. If it's about a particular situation, whether it's a job or business, something like that, take your mind off of that focus and focus on something else. Maybe focus on the dreams, the goals that you hope to accomplish in the future. This month is really all about you taking a time out, giving yourself a break from something so that you're not driving yourself mad. That's why you got take a nap. It could be take a nap. It could be just put your work down and watch a movie. It could be stop thinking about this person and how they are annoying you, or you're angry at them, whatever it is. Too many cards, Spirit. One card, please. And focusing on something else. I'm gonna let the cards fall out, or try to. Take some deep breaths during this time. You may be a runner. You might want to start running, go running. Especially try to make sure you can get some time in nature. I know where I'm at, winter is fast approaching, If you can, try to get out for a walk. If that's if it's too cold for that for you, then try to find a place where it has some nature elements inside. You may want to plan a trip if you can. Second week for Aries, please, Spirit. Make sure that you're taking time out to just have some peace, meditate, breathe, have some fun, so you are not just sitting and focusing on these things that are driving you mad. Next out, we have the Mother of Swords, Queen of Swords. This is Aries. This is you controlling your mental state, being balanced, being more mature about a situation, using that inner wisdom that you have. This is you. The Queen of Swords can also be very blunt and to the point, but I feel like part of the lesson for you at this time is learning how to get your point across, but in specific ways for specific people, if that makes sense. Like, you can't speak to everyone the same way. Yes, you want to be authentic to yourself and show up as yourself, but we also have to remain sensitive to other people, like the card says, to avoid confrontation. So maybe there's some people that you can be really blunt with and just come out and say exactly what you say, not having to worry that they're going to take it the wrong way. There are also other people who can misconstrue your words because of their own things that they have going on in life, because of, their own traumas, whatever it is. This is you learning how to speak to people, how to hone your own charisma over these next 4 weeks. And that lesson in itself is going to serve you greatly. And I got the tingles as I was saying that. So I know that that's very important, not just for me, but for other people who will watch this video. Your third week out is the Father of Cups, known as the King of Cups. This is you just being so level emotionally. This is you not letting things get to you, just, flowing like the swan does on the water. This is you being connected to yourself, seeing that interconnectedness to the divine, to everyone around you. This is you really being in your power of knowing that even though you might be alone technically within a journey, that you're not alone, because we're all connected, and you are showing up as this leader, using your voice in a mature, responsible way, learning how to speak to other people, learning how to hone your own charisma so that you can speak and work with multiple types of people. You might be someone who is having a coaching business, or you're in some sort of leadership position, or you want to be in a leadership position. Maybe that's something that you've been working towards, is being in some sort of leadership position where you are helping others, where you are guiding others, and it hasn't seemed to taken off yet. That's because over this month, you're supposed to be learning the lessons that you need to make you the best leader possible. That's not saying that you don't have the knowledge to share. That's not saying that you don't have the skills to share and teach others. It's just you're missing one little piece of the puzzle, and you're going to get it over these next 4 weeks. Get one final card. Okay. This card keeps popping up, but it didn't fully fall out. I'm going to take it and just speak on it. The Four of Cups. This is you being very apathetic about where you are. Like the universe is trying to hand you that cup, hand you a new way of being, of feeling, of seeing, of doing, and you're not wanting it. That's that energy of you like wanting to call it quits on something, whether that's a job, a business, a person. Apply it to your situation. Whatever you feel like has been taking too damn long, apply this message to that. The universe is literally trying to hand you something that you have been missing, something that you have been seeking. You may not realize that you're lacking it yet, or maybe you are. You're being called to collaborate with the universe. They're trying to give you what you need to be a success. This might be the main energy coming in for that 4th week for you of accepting the gift that the universe is trying to hand to you. I feel like that is the overarching theme for your message though. And I would like to get one final card out for that last week. Collaborate with the universe. The universe is not trying to steer you wrong right now. The universe is trying to give you that last piece of the puzzle, exactly what you need to be a success in whatever you are trying to be successful with. Can I get one last card, please, for Aries? This last card is the energy that you will probably be experiencing mid-December, seeing as, like I said, while I'm filming this, we are already in mid-November. You received another 3, a 3 of Wands for your 4th week. This is you setting your sights on something and going after it. Goodness. So many cards of setting your sights on something and going after it. You might also be traveling this 4th week. I did bring up travel. This could be you maybe going to a place with more nature. This could be you just really making that decision to buckle down, put your head down, and do the work that you need to get through this phase of your life, because you know that you can't avoid it. It's inevitable. If you don't learn the lesson now, you will have to learn it at a later date. So might as well learn it now. We're going to end your reading with the book here. As I'm actually saying that, I saw 33:11 on the clock. Oh my goodness. Yes, and you have 2 3s and 2 11s. 11s and 3s will be important for you. As you step into this new phase of your life, this new chapter of your life, make sure you are taking care of yourself. Rest, sleep, drink plenty of water, eat plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables, exercise, make time for fun. It's not all about the healing work. It's also about enjoying the journey as you're on it. But 3 of Wands says, envisioning the future. The 3 of Wands indicates you've had continued support from others, perhaps from your parents or 2 good friends. With their help, you formed a sense of self, of your values and morals. But now it's time to rely on yourself for guidance. Clarify your goals and cast others' needs and opinions aside. The future is infinite, and it is yours. No one else can see through its layers of light and shadow. But you can, Aries, I feel like. So trust your instincts, go the distance, envision what you want for the future, and put the time and effort in to make that happen for yourself. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.